You tell yourself you just need a break, a weekend, a week off, a chance to breathe. And maybe that's true, but maybe it's not. Maybe what you're calling exhaustion is actually something else entirely. Maybe it's the quiet voice of a life that doesn't fit you anymore. Think about the last time you felt truly alive. Not just busy, not just productive, but awake. When was that? If you have to search too hard for the answer, that's not a schedule problem. That's a purpose problem. You are not tired because you work too much. You are tired because you're working on the wrong things. You are drained because every morning you wake up to a life that asks nothing real from you. A life that demands your time, but never your soul. And that kind of tired doesn't go away with sleep. That kind of tired only goes away with meaning. So no, you don't need a break. You need a reason to wake up that makes your chest tight. You need a why so strong that rest becomes irrelevant. Not because rest isn't important, but because when you finally find what you're supposed to be doing, the word tired stops meaning what it used to. Think about anyone you've ever admired. Not the fame, not the money, not the highlight reel. Think about what they actually did. They woke up early. They worked when no one watched. They failed and kept going. And you told yourself they had something you didn't. Discipline maybe, talent probably, luck certainly. But here's what no one tells you. What they really had was a reason that burned hotter than their excuses. You don't lack discipline. You lack a reason to be disciplined. You don't lack energy. You lack something worth spending it on. And until you find that, you will keep running in circles, blaming your exhaustion, when the truth is you're just bored with your own life. So stop asking for a break. Start asking the hard question. What do you actually want? Not what you're supposed to want. Not what looks good on paper. What keeps you up at night when you let yourself dream? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? That question isn't cute. It's dangerous. Because once you answer it, you can't unhear it. And then the break you thought you needed will feel like the last thing you want. You will start waking up earlier without an alarm. You will work longer without counting the hours. Not because you're disciplined, because you're hungry, because you finally have something to lose, because the pain of staying the same finally hurts more than the pain of change. And here's the quiet truth no one puts on a poster. You already know your why. You've always known. You've just been pretending you don't, because knowing means acting, and acting means risking, and risking means you might fail. But here's what's worse than failing. Getting to the end of your life and realizing you were just tired, not from climbing the mountain, but from standing at the bottom, staring at it, and calling it a day. So no more breaks. No more waiting for the right moment. No more telling yourself you'll start when you feel ready. You don't feel ready now. You won't feel ready later. Readiness is a lie we tell ourselves to stay small. Find your why, not the pretty version, the ugly, raw, honest version, the one that scares you, and let that be the only thing that pulls you out of bed tomorrow. Not rest, not motivation, just the simple, terrible, beautiful truth of what you actually came here to do.